lovelies, it's Emmy. I am back to eat another country. Today I am eating Sweden. This will be my second time eating Sweden. I'll put the link down below for the first Sweden. So I received this package from a viewer named Mr. L. Yay! Excited to eat Sweden again. Thank you, Mr. L, for sending me this package. I'm excited to eat a little bit more of Sweden. So let's get started. Mandelbyxvia. I love this packaging. It's very kind of old-fashioned-y, peppermint candy-like. So on top of ice cream or on top of sweet soups. But he says they're also delicious on their own. Oh, they smell great. They smell kind of coconutty and almondy. Look how charming. They're so tiny. Mmm. Boy, those are good. To me, it's very reminiscent of amaretti, almond macaroon type cookies from Italy. Almond in flavor, and also it seems like it might contain a lot of egg white, meringue consistency. I taste some coconut in there as well. And it tastes a little bit buttery and vanilla-y. It's just scrumptious. Hockey Pulver. He told me the original flavor was licorice, but now it comes in other flavors like fizzy bubble and super Surt, which I think might be sour. Isn't it great? I think it's supposed to look like a hockey puck. And if you haven't seen my past reactions to salty licorice, I'll put the links down below. Oh, wow, it's a powder, and it smells like licorice. So I'm not exactly sure how you're supposed to eat that. Here we go. I'm just going to dip my finger in it and taste it. Yeah, it's salty licorice. That's a little bit sweet. It's not as salty as some of the others I've had. Ah, it's just terrible. I still don't like salty licorice. I'll keep trying it because maybe someday I'll come around, but at this point I still don't like it. You know how aspartame and some of those fake sugars have that very pharmaceutical flavor to it? That's what this tastes like to me. Let's try the fizzy bubble one. This looks like kind of like mermaid ocean blue. And same kind of damp sand feel. That tastes like ramune. Ramune is a Japanese soda flavor. Tastes like bubblegum and kind of lemon lime. And then the last one is super, I think a super sour one. It doesn't really have a flavor. I don't taste a distinctive fruit flavor. It's sour, but not that sour, really. This was made by a company called Marabouu, which is, I had some Marabouu treats in my last Swedish package, but I didn't have this. This is called Coco. Here we go. Itadakimasu. That's yummy. In the States, it's very much like a Mounds bar, or abroad, I think it's called a Bounty bar, but definitely have the texture of the shredded coconut. As you chew it, you have that sweet, shredded coconut flavor. Very similar flavor. This one tastes just a little bit more caramelized. A Bounty or Mounds has a little bit more stickiness to me. Not crema, Godzick med mer smak. Sorry. That typography is awesome. Mr. L says this was introduced as a topping, but it turned into a candy, and so kids just eat it raw. It's like a pale brown color, and let's taste it. Here we go. Wow, that is very sweet. It's like pure sugar, but I do taste a lot of the nut and a bit of chocolate. If I were to give an equivalent, I would say it tastes like glazed chocolate donut topping, which isn't a bad thing. Fruxo, and this is made by the company Malaco. So cute. Lime. What fruit is that? Looks like a chili pepper. What is that fruit? I'm gonna try a lime. Here we go. It's kind of surprising. They're a lot chewier than I expected them to be. It has a fruity flavor, but it doesn't taste like lime. Just kind of a general fruit flavor. A little bit drier than a gummy bear. What is that? That's like a radish or a fish or something. Let's see. That one tastes different. Cool. That one tastes more citrusy. Not necessarily orange, but kind of citrusy. It's good. Daim. And this is a classic Swedish candy called Daim. So it's a chocolate bar, quite thin, milk chocolate. Smells delicious. Ooh, it smells a bit like buttered toffee. So good. Oh, it's excellent. It is toffee in the middle, and it is, for Americans, it's like a score bar or a, what other, Heath bar. Milk chocolate outside. You have a nice buttery crunch of the toffee, and then it dissolves and melts together and makes a delicious kind of caramel. Scrumptious. I taste a little bit of nuttiness. I don't see any nuts, but it tastes a little bit nutty, and it could simply be from the cooked toffee or the cooked caramel. Double Nougat. Double Nougat. Looks like double nougat or double. Got a little bit squashed, but I think oops. I think it'll still taste good. Here it is. It smells great. Mmm. Oh man. That is so good. It's really surprising. Because when I think of nougat, I think of the white nougat that has a little bit of nuts inside, can be a little bit chewy, a bit like a taffy, or a little bit hard. This reminds me of like some of the candies that I had in Switzerland, like the Branch bar, and some of those candies that are just really soft and melted, beautiful chocolate, and all about mouthfeel. Very rich and sweet. It tastes a lot of hazelnut. It's scrumptious. Very soft texture and very, very melty. It's a bit like ganache, but a little crumblier. This is original Dr. Dryels. Dr. Dryels. I guess the packaging looks very retro, so it almost looks like it's new, but Mr. L tells me this is the same packaging since his grandmother's day. Isn't that charming? Can you see it? It's embossed with the letter M. And it's a clearish, kind of translucent lozenge. Square with rounded corners. Let's taste it. Mmm. That's great. It's minty and a bit mentholated. And sweet. Oh, it's delicious. It reminds me of the Swiss Ricola. It has a slightly kind of herbal flavor to it, but mostly just peppermint. Oh, I love it. This is called Center, and it's made by the company Cloetta. And Mr. L says it's been around forever. So let's try it. Ah, it kind of reminds me of American Rolo. Look. Look how it's packaged. This one just has a really cute letter C on it, though, for Cloetta. Ah! It's a little bit different than a Rolo. This isn't sticky at all. It's very soft and caramelly and sweet. A little bit buttery. It's more like a caramello in texture. Very creamy and soft. It's really good. Here's another Malaco in a very cute package called PimPim. Very, very cute. And on the back is a type of boat. Fiskbåt. I think maybe that's like a fishing boat. So cute. And again, similar to the Fruxo and the zoo, inside are a bunch of little tiny candies. Oh, and these ones I think are supposed to be like little boats. And they're kind of like, they remind me of little, kind of like battleships when you play the game Battleship. got kind of a berry flavor, berry cherry kind of flavor. It's good. And it's got the same texture as a Fruxo. And this is a very cute boat. I think that would be so collectible. You can make a little collage with these cute things on the back. Last time I had chimpanzees from the zoo. Oh, they were so cute. Here's another Marabouu candy bar, and it's called Japp. Not Japp, Japp. I like Marabouu chocolate. It's like a chocolate bar. There it is on cross section. Very reminiscent of American chocolate bar, a little bit flatter, maybe wider. And it smells like milk chocolate. Here we go, let's taste it. Mmm. Mmm, mmm, mmm. Quite sweet. This is very similar to a Milky Way. It has that fluffy nougat in the bottom and a thin layer of a soft caramel, all enrobed in milk chocolate. The flavor is slightly different. I can't quite place what the flavor is. Maybe not quite as much vanilla. Not exactly sure, but quite similar. A little bit different, of course, in texture because this is a little bit thinner in height, but quite similar. It's good. Very sweet. All right, here's oh man. Here's another cream. Godzick med saltsmak. Salmiak Creme. It's very ominously black in color. Doesn't bode well. It smells really strongly of licorice. I love the packaging though. Again, really, really charming graphic design. Whew, I can smell that licorice. Here we go. That's terrible. Gosh, makes my eyes water. To the hockey pulver. The hockey pulver isn't as strong. This tastes like black licorice with salt together. This one tastes a little more subtler in flavor. It's still salty and terrible, but this is worse. It tastes like very much like black licorice, like a black jelly bean with salt, and again it has that kind of aspartame aftertaste. But those of you that like salmiak, I think will adore this. It's a nice kind of fun way to inject yourself with some salty licorice. This one's called Doble by Faza. Oh, he says originally they were lollipops, but they aren't made that way anymore. And now it's been repackaged as kind of a candy, a bonbon. Very cute packaging. Doble. There's the chocolate candy in the middle. Oh! Mmm. Mmm. This actually is very similar to a Rolo, from what I remember. Remember I mentioned Rolo in the center when I tasted this? That's what this is like. Very thin layer of milk chocolate. Inside we have caramel, but it's quite chewy. It's delicious. It's really good. Chocolate and caramel combination, kind of classic combination. Thank you, Mr. L, so much for sending me this package all the way from Sweden. I really had a great time eating a little bit more Swedish treats. And thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned something. Don't forget to show some love. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.